you're watching TSDTV, and I am Rhonnie B, the socialite of Sports Twist. Today we are sitting here with Paul Wiggins, a former NFL player and a business extraordinaire. Hi, Paul.
How are you? Thank you very much for having me.
I am really excited. So I'm excited for a few reasons. I have been learning recently about some of your business ventures that you're involved in. Would you mind sharing with everybody what it is that you do now?
Sure. In 2008, we started a company called NACC that has got into the federal contracting world. And basically what we provide is program project management, construction management, integrated logistics services, technical services, and then we have some niche capabilities around modeling and simulation. Basically, we've been a part of the DHS agency, Department of Homeland Security, working a lot with TSA on their large-scale deployment of their security screen equipment and doing all the integration services of that.
So you're the person that I need to thank for that cavity search at the airport every time I go out of town?
I wouldn't say thank me for it, but we're definitely the ones who put the equipment there for you to have to go through it. So.
Well, I appreciate that for my safety. I know sometimes people probably give you a hard time because it slows down the process when they're running late, but I would much rather be in the air knowing that I'm safe and sound than worry about that 5 minutes that I've lost on my way through the airport.
Agreed, 100%. We all would be. Trust me. We all would be.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very curious to find out how you actually got into this field.
Well, you know, that's an interesting topic in itself. My background is nowhere near what I do today. My background, I'm a graduate from the University of Oregon. I have a sociology degree. After I graduated from the University of Oregon, I had the opportunity to play in the NFL for some time. And then after I got out of the NFL, I got into financial services, where I was a fully licensed Series 766 financial advisor. I built a practice where I had offices in Palm Springs, California, Oregon, and Washington.
Very familiar.
And then from there, I just, I thought that I was getting pretty good at what I was doing, and I thought that venture capital would be a smart next step in my evolution of my career. And I had a couple of friends who were already doing their own thing in business and entrepreneurship. So this opportunity came across my desk in mid-2007, and it looked at it, and I saw that there were some definite strategic opportunities to get involved with minority contracting percentages that had to be met and these different things for this type of industry. And we thought we were some smart guys, and we had, a little bit of success, and we could conquer the world, and we made a game of it, and here we are today. Okay,
so tell me about the we, because you said we were some smart guys.
Well, I have a business partner, Stan Johnson. I have one business partner, Stan Johnson. He's a graduate of Eastern Michigan with his MBA. He worked for IBM and a few other large corporations, and he had the opportunity to start a business in telecommunications and made a very good market in telecommunications. And when that was winding down a little bit, they were looking for he was looking for another opportunity to get into another company. And so we just came together and saw this opportunity, and we both invested some money and a lot of time, and there we are now. So.
Now, I was so sure that what you were telling me was that your partner had a degree in engineering, or because I'm going, they just jumped over from one area, from sociology into like intelligence. I'm just,
it's a very interesting dynamic, because when we saw the opportunity to get into the business, it wasn't what we are today. When we first started to get into the business, we were looking at doing installation of conveyor equipment at airports and really just turning wrenches in that type of situation. Well, we saw that the barriers to entry to get into that lane were way too high. You had to have certain years of experience, you had to have certain insurance levels, you had to have certain bonding levels just to be able to bid on the job. So when we rushed into it, obviously, and we thought we could conquer the world.
Right.
And, all we got to do is put a few things together.
That old entrepreneurial spirit.
So we banged our head on that situation. But then what we did was, we didn't stand still. We redirected the vision of what the business was going to be. Became more of the consultants and focused on more of the consulting services. And that provided to be a good direction for us. And that gave us some opportunity with companies to grow where we are today.
And I think it's important that you mentioned that you jumped into something, but then you kind of evaluated and said, wait, maybe we need to step back just a little bit. Because sometimes we get so focused on, I'm getting into this, and this is what I'm going to do, and then we go in and we put everything to it. And a lot of times people lose everything because they refuse to step back and say, maybe this isn't my path. For small businesses that are, maybe looking at that? Maybe they're at that point, they're at that turning point. What kind of things would you tell them to look at to make the determination? Should they go forward or make a...
Well, the big thing for us, and I could say for any small business, is, look at your industry, look at your path of least resistance and while you're trying to get established. And if it's easier for you to go down path B than down path A, because path B provides you some more opportunity and it's a little less resistance, you may have to become a little more dynamic or flexible in what you originally wanted to start doing, but it's the vice versa. Do you choose to go out of business or do you choose to stay in business?
Right.
And sometimes, business is never going to adapt to you. You're going to have to adapt to it.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I think sometimes people think if I just stay here long enough, something will happen, or this will make sense, versus admitting that maybe possibly that they're on the wrong path and should possibly look at something different. So, again, for those of you that are just tuning in, we're listening to you're watching, TSDTV, and we'll be right back.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company. We specialize in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your special events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media, your #1 source for all your videography and photography needs. Give us a call today.